nešto, кажи. Скажи nešto. Što тебе špion сказал?
After my release in this video, part number 1, residents around here got quite excited. I don't blame them for that. You know, although they claim they know nothing about, they do. And in respect to that, I basically just want to say that I am not an individual that resents, because, you see, resentment creates vengeance, you know, need for vengeance, retaliation. And, you know, those kind of feelings, what they do is they split, they split not only nations. I want to act in uniting us through the League of the White Nations against United Nations. And I will never allow myself that such feelings will split me or ever again white nations, white brotherly nations. So you have to think a little different, have to take different approach, have to take different view. Okay, it's just really very educated, complex view that I have taken, and I have to take one. I do have to pledge to that, because I have pledged my life to this cause, and that's what I have found the purpose in my life, and this is what I attempt to do. The thing is, however, that other people were involved in this kill station United Nations in Vitebsk, or I should rather say immigration route to Belarus. And so because of this, white people who were victims of Zionist fascism in United States of America, people who were, I'm not going to say discriminated against, but basically denied, probably just like myself, the right to exist in United States of America. Definitely I'm talking about my white brothers and sisters. They might have gone, they likely did gone through this very route. And what I would like to learn is, I would like to learn more about what exactly have taken place with them, where these people are now. Belarus, I understand, is like a place, like a drain hole, which you enter and you disappear. And I'm sure you have heard about light at the end of the tunnel. I did. Nobody ever explained to me what exactly that means. And I could not find really the meaning, the real meaning of that light at the end of the tunnel. These people have somehow, I understand, appeared magically. This is what I was suggested under the MKULTRA in Israel. And then they were offered over there all kinds of goodies and stuff like this. There are all kinds of scenarios, MKULTRA scenarios that I was presented with, subjected to. So they wanted to obtain all kinds of answers obtained from me, basically to see in what direction I am going to be moving throughout this MKULTRA setup here in Vitebsk. And according to those answers that they have obtained, they probably would follow up with those later on, you know, to get their game going. But it doesn't work with me like this, because I know more about these things than they do. Anyhow, they disappear in Belarus and they appear in Israel. And that's basically where American people see the light, because the shit that Israel have created against them in the United States and throughout the European Union. And here in Belarus, it's not exactly cake. It's just simply unprecedented. So they go through a lot of shit. Then they see the light called Israel at the end of the tunnel, and they somehow, I guess, according to those scenarios, live, stay there. I'm going to dedicate that stuff, I don't know, special video to that or whatever. I don't know what it is, but we definitely never hear any more from these people. So it does not depend on me. It depends on others. I would also like to get what would be feedback from one individual whose name I'm not going to even mention. So those are the things that will make the final determination on on my view per how to deal with this individual involved in this case. Does not depend on me. Like I said, I don't want to be split. Hatred, vengeance, sense, need for retaliation, it's sickening. It splits. It splits individual alone, and not only have divided us for so long, the nations. And so I have to see it from different corner, from this different perspective. I do plan on dedicating the rest of my life exactly to the opposite of what I have done prior to my arriving to this place, and things that have changed my views on the world. I want to dedicate the rest of my life to uniting us, white nations, through the League of the White Nations, brotherly nations. Unite us in love, and not in, divide us with the hatreds, with the Nazism that Israel needs to get their 6 million going, and to get their human rights going, so they can perform colonization of our white homelands with the third world, under pretense that it is for the human rights, human rights for non-whites and genocide for you. That's when their human rights are more important than your right to existence in your own country, basically, till you're thrown out of your own countries like I was. So these are the things that are a few issues that are very important for me. But let's go back to this individual, Vladimir, and let's see what did he said in the first part. Okay, now I am fluent in Slovenian and Serbo-Croat languages. Russian is going to be probably my 6th language. I hope that I will learn. I will do my best to do so, and it's coming along pretty well, I think, for almost nothing that I have invested in one. I have probably spent, I don't know, maybe 40 hours that I have spent in front of the notebook here. It's all I did. I wrote few words, I wrote few in the computers, but I don't have time to read, to go over this due to the stuff that I'm talking, wasting my time with here. Would love to and will dedicate to learn this beautiful language, but just didn't have time to do so. And so I would try to do my best to get this translated as much as I can. Obviously that, my language is my Russian language skills are way better than those of Americans. And it's very touchy, this individual. It's very, try to obtain from me confirmation, affirmation, for certain words I did not even understood. And so in this part, at the end of the part 1 that I played a clip, I did not know I still don't know. I still do not know what exactly premoj fir is. Okay, I still do not know, and anybody for that matter in Slovenia, or I don't know, maybe even Serbo-Croat, I'm sure, would not know what premoj fir is, what that means. And so I did not know, and I politely asked him, and I am extremely friendly person. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter even the people that were involved in this MKULTRA abductions. I love to laugh. I am optimist. In my private life, I make a lot of people laugh. And I love to laugh. I live to laugh, to have a good time with the people is what I do. I know I sound very serious on the videos, but in private life, I can assure you it's very different. Anyhow, humor is extremely important in an individual. It releases completely different side of the personality in human, and all the things that apply to the human are important, that are exercised. If one is not exercised, then others are failing and so on, fading away and so on. The thing is that I did not know what primo fear means. This individual is let me give you a little more background about this guy. This is a good-looking Russian dude from Donetsk, who, again, I'm going to say from Donetsk. Donetsk actually did display Confederate flag when they got their republic. And well, I was 100% that, Russian. I mean, it was in my head. His name is Vladimir. Some other stuff behind all this. Basically, MKULTRA stuff I'm not going to even talk to you about. Designed in such a way that you definitely would like this guy. MKULTRA is extremely powerful tool. MKULTRA can totally alter your reality. And if you're a friendly person like myself, like I am, if you're a polite, social, friendly person, basically that's when, you're just gonna, you keep open your doors to everybody, till you actually learn who you deal with. You also have to keep that other option, of course, always open. Evaluation intelligence option that allows you to determine, evaluate people. That's what I do at the same time. Many people did not. Many people have fallen, for that kind of charm, brainwashing, and many people did not know their language skills were not as good as mine, like I've stated. I am fluent in 2 Slavic languages, and American people most likely were not. Okay, so many things have were detrimental in this case that have differentiate from people that have gone through the skill station before. But anyhow, in the clip that I have played to you, an individual tried to build his point, his what he will actually use in continuation, based on repeatedly stating me who I am, and he does this in such an effective way. He lives himself so well into, character that, would be used, to later on suggest other issues, and with issues that they're using all along, vengeance issues, split you somehow, some way along the way, that you just would not be somehow yourself, and that's basically how they get false, admissions, even into things you don't understand, their meanings, He repeatedly states, but you're a correspondent, you're a journalist, and you don't know what my fear means. And he repeats himself, and he repeats himself, and he repeats himself. He actually repeats himself so long that, even that I don't understand what my fear means. At one point at a time, I have him enough, and I assume that this represents wall, like Facebook wall or VK wall or whatever wall, and I say, oh, okay, I understand what that means, because somehow that does not represent danger to me, and I know that even if he's going to come forward with whatever issue he's going to come forward with, he will be faced with a response such as, I do not understand exactly what you are saying. But when I answer to him that, and I do this with laughing because I don't want the conflict. Now, I have my own psychology. I do things with smile on my face, not with seriosity, okay? I do it with a smile on my face, and I always try to turn things in a joke. No matter what, I know exactly where things are going, but still what I do is I try to make him laugh. I try to make us both laugh. I try to soften his stance somehow, and I am successful at that. And as I said, I'm still using that backup option. That is just a matter of time when he will try to, get some other admissions. Okay, translated. If I do my best, if I use my Russian skills as much as I can. You don't know what prямой эфир is. It's because you don't want to know. Want me explain to you. It's because you want to plug into idiot. You are a reporter and journalist, correspondent. You write articles. You don't know what prямой эфир is, and you don't know what prямой эфир is. You're so smart. You activate plug-in idiot when you need to. Now this here he is applying to us, we. When it's good, you understand, and when it's not convenient, you turn on idiots. Whereas beautiful to you, and again, not to me alone, but to us. In continuation, it becomes clearly to Americans, white Americans. There are idiots. Okay, let me do it again. Where it's beautiful to you, there are idiots. Okay, so I did investigate just what prямой эфир is, and I think the prямой эфир is a slang word. Or maybe my Russian skills are just really not enough to figure out what this is. But according to computer, prямой эфир is to transmit live, to go live, basically. Okay, so I don't think anybody on territory or what used to be Yugoslavia would know what prямой эфир means. Prямой эфир, actually, I see that in Russian language to go live is actually прямой эфир. Okay, прямой эфир. Now, прямо means to go straight. Okay, you got направо that is right, and you got налево that is left. I know on computer this looks exactly the opposite, but yeah, it is. And so how would I know what прямой эфир means? You can hear this yelling and screaming that is coming from the neighbors here. This was not the case at the beginning when I got here, and maybe I will explain to you under the MKULTRA what I was suggested this is supposed to mean. If I will get assistance, okay, if I will get government assistance, I will actually go into explanation of that one. Otherwise not. But anyhow, this is what the прямой эфир means.
Ну ты ж говоришь, что ты
Вова,
журналист.
ты напишешь, Вова, она хочет напевать твое имя, а ты кажешь...
Это песня, это не мое имя, это песня. То, что я ей написал, она не озвучила.
Ты мне сказал, сад напишем Вова, она пела Вова, ебика.
Нет, песню она раньше пела. Она в прямом эфире. Ты мне задал вопрос, что такое прямой эфир? Ты, блядь, журналист. Ты не знаешь, что такое прямой эфир?
Нет.
Вот, ну
прямой
вот.
эфир.
Иди вон, Лепо, кто Лепо, Руссия, Белоруссия, иди с них дураков делай. Нахер ты мне все время приходишь и делаешь все дурака. Ты объясняешь, что ты журналист, ты, блин, корреспондент, ты пишешь, ты и не знаешь, что такое прямой эфир. Это нормально?
Прямой эфир?
Да.
Прямой эфир.
Эфир. Хули ты перекручиваешь?
Фир или фир?
Нет, это, блядь, долбоеб с Америки приходит и, блядь, хуйню всякую навевает, блядь. Что он такой, лепо для него все, а на самом деле, блядь, пиздец.
Знаешь что?
Я знаю, я уже знаю, что.
Я понимаю.
Даже находясь в том состоянии, в котором меня нацисты содержат, а некоторые твари помогают.
Можешь,
Я даже это уже знаю, поверь.
можно,
Да, вот именно. Вот именно. Блядь, прикольно, да? Вы потом еще говорите, вот Обама, вот это, блядь, подожди, вот этот, как его там, Германия, там, фашисты, а вы кто, сука, помогаете издеваться? Кто вы? Вы, блядь, аналогичные им, ебать.
Можешь ты мне объяснить?
Не могу.
Что ты говоришь?
Тебе не могу, я никак тебе не могу объяснить. Как я тебе могу объяснить?
The highlights from this audio recording, what is important to note? What I note is that he repeatedly suggests we, us. You basically means us, we. So therefore, he is applying to many other people like myself here. Okay, of course, he repeatedly suggests, you know, try to get me what he will exercise in continuation to get confirmation, you know, on things that I got nothing to do with and so on. That I am journalist, that I'm correspondent, and I don't know what primo fire is. He goes on and on and on about that. But at one point he does explain me what I have just explained to you, what slang primo fire, slang word primo fire actually means, a fear. Okay, and so if I highlight important from this audio recording, the words you, that's basically us, we, are saying Russia and Belarus are beautiful, you are making fool out of them, and you try to do the same with me. Not very nice, you know, not very nice. You know, joke is one thing. Okay, but we are going now into completely different dimension here. Okay, I give him joke, laughter, friendliness, and he is actually audio recording this and taking the whole situation through my friendliness into totally different perspective, totally different anticipated outcome that will come out of this. He talks to me again about American idiots, okay, but not in the sense that American are idiots, in a sense that it's what I'm doing is just American way to pretend to be an idiot, and this way make other idiots. That's basically applies to the same principle that I have suggested earlier. When he cites, if I cite him, plug-in idiot. That's basically what this translates to, okay? So that's what he is coming from. And again, he's not applying to me alone, but he is applying to us, we, you know? And so he talks about Nazis and help, that yours are helping too, or that I help too. I mean, this dude was explained, I don't know how many times that I do not approve Nazism and that this is not my direction. I dedicated him 1 hour documentary, the documentary about who makes Nazis, that movie that I have made, I actually have made for him to make him understand my views on Nazism, that I do not approve one, that I am against one. I'm totally against one, that I am for prosperity through love and peace. But he just doesn't get this, and he is trying to associate me, basically frame me in some kind of a fascist Nazi picture, so he can have this. You're going to see in continuation where these things are going to, okay? And so that yours are helping too, okay? That I also know this, what my translation is not too good over there, but basically this is what I feel it comes out. And that you Americans criticize Obama, you know, how we Americans dare to criticize Obama becomes totally evident. This is Obama lover, Obama boy. He loves Obama. You talk, there are fascists, again, we, you know, not me directly, but we, us, you know, people, myself alike. There are fascists, I think he said in Germany, and it's we, it's us, me, who helped them, is again what he claims. And we are all the same, fascists. Therefore, this is who I am, you know, according to Vladimir. Despite everything, this is basically what I am. And here is the exact translation of his speech. If I evaluate from a psychology perspective, I don't think anybody in Russia or Belarus loves Obama. To be honest, very few whites in this world love him because everybody knows Obama was performing white genocide. Under Obama, white genocide was performed at large. Obama tried to cause the war between Russia and the US under Obama administration. I don't really think anybody likes him. I think that we all know what Obama was about. Obama was a John McCain slave. And, you know, when you mix this kind of a feeling with, you know, with, you know, Nazis and fascism and, you know, stuff like this, many people would give him a feedback, desired feedback, you know, like, and let's say, okay, I did not even thought about that because I'm immune, but right now I am evaluating that, and subconsciously, because I was part of, I should say, John McCain was for a very long time part in me. You know, would take that as a resentment and probably would start to side, you know, with Nazism, and would probably somebody else would say, you know, I don't know, yeah, Nazism is good. Nazism is good. You try to defend Obama and this and that. Nazism is the way to go. But this is just not the case with me. It's just not the case. But anyhow, I cannot ignore that this was a possible, you know, outcome, that reaction, let's say, that this individual have anticipated with me with his talk. If he would get that type of reaction from me, it would not only be ends for me, for basically for what I preach, but might have been even end for somebody in the future, which I doubt, if to counter him, probably. It's just a way to suggest that individuals like myself cannot be trusted in any way, because deep inside of it, you know, we side with a Nazism. Here's the translation. You talk, you're a journalist. You are a journalist and you don't know what prямой эфир is. You talk beautiful is Russia and Belarus. You place horns on them. And you try to make same idiot out of me. You are explaining me how you are a journalist. You write political articles and you don't know what prямой эфир is. And now he explains me what prямой эфир is. But I'm confused enough. After everything, all this attitude that he displayed and so many times that he repeated, brainwash me on my ignorance in respect to a Russian slang word prямой эфир, it doesn't get in my head, folks. It just somehow doesn't get in my head. It doesn't settle in my head. Instead, I'm still pleasant. I'm still laughing. I'm still trying to make him laugh. Make good out of the situation. The good thing was I had my recorder on. No, this is idiot from America. Well, basically saying it's American way to make idiots out of others by pretending you don't understand. Okay, now he's referring to the girl. We have spoken about the girl because I did not know. He showed me some application on the phone, and there was a girl who sang his name, Vova Vava, whatever. A girl obviously went live, which was completely evident that it was live. What he was showing me on his, I don't know, was it WhatsApp application or Viber? I don't know what, or maybe might be some social network, something, was singing his name. But you know, I just wasn't sure what was this all about. Did he started to sing his name when he typed her a message, or was this before, or what it was? And so he'll explain to me whatever. But what's important is he goes on and he explains to me something else. He makes a statement. She, okay, the girl that sang his name when he is explaining to me, is in condition which Nazis have placed me into. Okay, therefore, mental condition. She's on the same mental level, in the same frequency, basically, as I am regarding Nazis, if I would translate this to you. And not, you know, in condition, you, basically me, us, we, those, if I continue, yours are helping too, Nazis, okay? Not in the same condition as myself, and those that are like myself that help Nazis. Those of us, that's what he states, okay? He states, and he continues, he says, this I also know already, okay? So, therefore, this is very interesting part. This I also know already, meaning that Gerd is on the same level against Nazis as he is, and not on the level as myself, and myself are like Nazi supporters. This is very, very revealing statement because he seems to get information from someone. Now, this guy claims he does not speak English. His English, zero English is what his English is, okay? But I have noticed, I have seen him on the internet when I gave him that SIM card, the internet SIM card that I did not use. I purchased two and I gave him one. He was online immediately with girls from Los Angeles. And those are not white girls. Those are mixed black girls and so on. He asked me, you know, we joked and, you know, I was, you know, I just disregarded that. You know, why would I go and, you know, watch that ugliness from Los Angeles when I'm in a beautiful Belarus? You know, why would I go when it's here abundant of beautiful women to go and chat over there for basically from somebody I'm running from, you know, Planet Apes. And I have not found basically anything interesting to that. But here's the thing. He seems to get information from someone. He does not speak English. I speak English, and I transmit my program in English language. In America, you have a bunch of people that watch my program. And of course, there are Obama supporters, the intelligence, Obama intelligence, John McCain intelligence, that are bothered with the stuff that I do. And so he gets the information through some channels. And I think this is exactly what's happening here. I think he gets, basically what I'm trying to suggest is that this individual is part of the larger network. This is the network, Obama network, that goes right inside here. It's basically how I see it. This individual calls me Spion all the time. Spion. Look, You know, because of this political stuff. It's actually funny to me. You know, to me, like I said, to me, you don't, I mean, I take things as a joke, you know, till, you know, things turn ugly, you know, things you actually start to, you know, do me, you know, physical harm and crap. You know, that's when things change. I mean, I can't take that as a joke anymore. And so I took this as a joke, spion, whatever. In America, I didn't take it as a joke when I was called by Negroes and by Hispanics, a Russian spy, a German spy, a British spy, I don't know what kind of a spy. It was not funny to me, you know, that I would have people basically who have accomplished absolutely nothing in this world, that was given to them everything by white civilization, you know, going to the level to basically try to devise me. You know, create a division in me, and what basically confess myself, basically distance myself from Russian or British or German culture for their sake. It's never gonna happen. It didn't, and it never gonna happen. So he calls me spion, you know. Actually, Obama spion calls me spion in Belarus. Now let's see.
Russian, right? Yes. No, because nice. This is the end.
Да, спасибо. $100, $200, 350,
Само те женske белорусske su mnogo lepše.
Ну, понятно, для тебя Руссия и Белоруссия лепо. Поедешь в Германию, будешь говорить, что Германия лепо. Вот тоже.
Как не Германия лепа?
Ну,
лепа.
когда будешь в Германии, будешь говорить Германия.
Чакай, а Германия не лепа?
Ну, это сейчас не лепо, а потом будет лепо.
За мене лепа Германия, Америка, Russia, все лепа.
This dude actually is so dangerous. I just see now when I go through this recording how dangerous. You know, I did make a concept in my head about him, but now when I go through recordings, this is beyond dangerous. You know, he constantly insisted on this mixed black woman and Hispanic and so on, and through his applications that he have used, and I have totally rejected his shit. I didn't want to have anything to do with it. I did not come here to watch that ugliness. And here he is suggesting me, and I tell him, I said, but why? I mean, you this. I mean, I said, why? I mean, you are here in Belarus, and there are so many beautiful Belarus women here. I mean, why do you even communicate with this? I mean, from Los Angeles and this. I mean, and then that's when things get heat up. He goes in a very, very smart, you know, counter-logical, complicit attack on me. And he says, he wants me basically to denounce Germany. And I love Germany. There is a big part of me that is German. I have considered myself German almost all my life. So he goes in attack, and he goes, for you, you know, in Belarus, when you are in Belarus women are beautiful. Belarus is beautiful. You know, when you're basically in Russia, Russia is beautiful. When you are in Germany, Germany is beautiful. And he's trying to say, no, 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 no. You know, he's trying to make me say, no, 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 no. Belarus is the one that is beautiful, or Belarus is more beautiful, you know, or something like that. And I F him instead, and I say, you know, that's basically split, you know, and you go and, you know, obtains a statement like this from you, and it's finished. You're done, boy. Your career pretty much is over. Transmits this to the world, you're finished. And I go instead and I F him. And this trick was used against me already. At the Red Cross, they have tried here in Vitebsk. At the Red Cross, they want me to say something against American people. Many times, UN lawyer tried to get that trick too. Everybody tried to get me to denounce, to say, no, America is ugly, or Germany is ugly. I don't know, Belarus or Russia are the best or something like that. But so I F him and I said, no. I said, why? I said, why? Why are you saying this? I say, why is it that Germany is not beautiful? Why is it that America is not beautiful? I say, no. I say America is beautiful. I said, why not? I said Germany is beautiful. Why? I said, why Germany is not beautiful? Why? Why Russia and Belarus are not beautiful? Basically, why are you trying to say me that they are not beautiful? Why are you trying to put words in my mouth? To say something that is not part of me? Why are you trying to divide me, folks? And this is, you might not think that correlation between, inflicting physical damage on an individual's private property, but in every sense that you can, that can be used to sick an individual, therefore to split his personality. You folks have no idea in psychology how this can be actually effectively used to apply on other issues, because when you divide individual, that individual no longer is entirety. That individual does not have integrity anymore in him. He does not have his principles anymore, and you can easily obtain statements as the one I have just talked about. You see, this is how this is done. He failed also in this. Like I said, he was not the first one who tried to get that kind of statement from me. The first one who tried to make me to denounce United States of America, my ownership in United States of America. My ownership is my citizenship in United States of America. I have never denounced one. I have never announced one. I am American, but I'm white, and I'm fighting for, not for our rights, but for our right to existence. And I never will. For as long as I'm going to have that certificate, that American certificate, this is what's going to be part of me. And the same thing is with the Germany and with everything else. And I am taking the same pride in Russia and Belarus and wherever our white family is basically what I am taking as. And so I did not renounce that. I decline to be split with the issues like this. This is how that works. Oh, by the way, I want to go to the lightest, smallest details. The joking, the friendliness when I got here, listen, Yazidis have claimed don't speak no English, no Russian, no nothing, okay? And then you have other people here, but basically the only individual here that was actually white individual like myself, a Russian individual from Donetsk. Obviously I wanted, whose name even is Vladimir. Think about the name Vladimir. Okay, let me ask you, do you like Vladimir Putin? I do very much like him. Okay, so the friendliness, in this environment, the part of me, the personality, to have a good time, to create relationship. Naturally, I'm going to create the relationship with the people here. Naturally, I'm going to go forward to create friendly relationship, with a Russian individual. This is just the way it is. Was used really and psychologically, in such a way that, laughing. I remember one time, we laughed, and he would go as far as holding a cellular telephone in his hand, and in the kitchen would be this Yazidi women, and would show me, we laughed, and would show me the phone in the back of the phone were women. You know, this is attempt to basically seduce me, and on his phone was a naked woman, and we laughed and laughed. Before you know, he held the phone, you know, in front of those women. Those women could not see what he had in his hand, but they definitely knew what was going on. And I laughed, but it came to me later on more and more what was going on, and it was the same situation when I went out with him and we were coming back, and you had this Yazidi woman knew ahead of me prior to every arrival from town. Whenever I came back from town, they would start to walk toward my direction on the street, one by one, and would smile like this. And of course, most of the time I smile, and now you have the residents basically from the same housing. You want to have as pleasant relationship as possible. And the way I do things is just, you know, through the pleasancy. I don't want to have any, I don't want to display and have any extreme, you know, relationship with anybody. You know, I just do my business. That's basically what I do. And so I don't know what they were trying to do. Really, I'm still a little bit intrigued by that. But it was the same thing. Gradually, I realized who these people in this housing were. And at one point when we were coming out back from the town, he was trying to, you know, he laughed and laughed and laughed, you know, to make me also laugh, because we had a good time. And you had this woman coming ahead, and it was like, you know, maybe they were trying just to get, maybe the whole thing was recorded, I do not know, maybe to make me present me like, you know, that I have a warm relationship with these people or something like that, that we actually like one another. I do not know what that was all about, but every time, whenever I would come back from town, I would have this Yazidis woman marching toward me and having a big smile, giving me a smile, giving me a smile. Yeah, if you drive individual crazy enough, that individual eventually will smile and will no longer even know why the hell he is smiling. And they have done a lot of shit here to me. It was a lot of psychology going on like this. And so this individual rotten so much all the way that could not be more rotten than what. For those that somehow don't get it, okay, if you are actually, what they have done here, they have used the Belarus females to awake hormones in me, desire for women. You are in that kind of environment. That's what the Belarus have done here at large. And every time they F you, and you keep coming back without getting any, basically. I'm just going to put it that way. Please excuse me. I apologize. And you have individual like this flashing nude woman in front of this, to you, basically, in front of this woman and stuff like this, trying big time to create shortcut in your head. Shortcut, like, you know, like the one you have on your desktop, and you click on it. It's a shortcut. It's an easy way, mind, to get to that process thinking. You know, that this is basically the route that I should just take, you know, with the ZD women's. You know, I'm so thankful, so grateful that I did not fall, you know, for that kind of stupidity, because everything these people have done to me would be depicted through the mainstream media like a big ass Mossad joke. I mean, my case would definitely look like a tremendous joke. In reality, it was tremendous horror is what it is. So I have to know this here as well. He is beyond dangerous, this individual.
И покрыли. Сюда не приехали белые пушистые, они...
А кто, нацисты?
Ну да, кто же, я ж тебе о них и говорю. Кто мои права нарушает?
Не знаю. Кто не нарушал?
Тогда я с другой планеты вообще, блядь, если видишь. Отплывай. Ноутбук украдут, иди забери. Украдут ноутбук. Украдут. Ноутбук украдут, иди, говорю. Тебе смешно, блядь. Прости бы вы мои, я же говорю, как бы вы потом посмеялись, блядь.
Ej, biznis mora biti smešni kod se. Koda ćeš ti da stigneš ako nije smešno? Ti mnogo, kak ti kažem, ti mnogo драматичный, много драма.
Конечно, мою жену ебут, по кругу пускают, ложат под кого хочешь. А мне надо воспринимать как хорошее, да? Она пришла грязная, до меня легла, блядь, вся в сперме, это самое. И я должен хорошо быть, да? Так пускай вашу, так жену, сука, используют. И вы драматично относитесь и радуйтесь. Класс? Ну вот, а хули ты мне-то хуйню эту пробиваешь, блядь, вот тебе, И я бы смеялся, потом вот так сидел бы на тебя, смотрел бы и смеялся, и патал бы, блядь, блядь, вот как класс, да? Ебать, над детьми издевались, использовали детей, о, как хорошо, да? Нацисты там в Германии, а мы помогаем этим тварям, мы не нацисты, да? Так вы такие же, сука, как и они, чем вы отличаетесь? Чем вы отличаетесь? Тем, что ваши дети не страдали, всего лишь навсего. Потому что вы издевались над другими, и другие дети похуй вам. Вы всего лишь навсего этим отличаетесь.
Я все не разумем, что
Ну, конечно, ты не разумеваешь. Ты разумеваешь, что надо помогать, блядь, и все. Нацизм, хуи, все ты понимаешь. А, блядь, как это сам, как куриц. Вот
а как
ты хотел? Ты хотел, чтобы я тебя только слышал. Хуй ты угадал, блядь. Ищи, отвали, блядь.
Чекай.
В опасности, ты в опасности.
Я?
Да.
А почему?
Ну, блядь, заминировано.
Что я заминировал?
И здесь взорвет.
Ты в опасности?
Не я, ты, блядь, что это я?
Ты не меня.
Вами скоро займутся, вы в опасности. Вы разве еще не поняли?
Чё?
Уже смеяться скоро с того не будете, что мою жену трахали и свечку эти нацисты держали. Уже скоро, блядь.
Я трахал твою жену?
Нет, не ты. Я говорю, смеялись, а вы же смеялись, тут проходил, блядь.
А что это
смешно? Для тебя смешно. Ну да, радость. Ну да. Но это нацисты в Германии, а вы здесь, бля, во, радость.
Нацисты из Германии дошли ебать жену.
Нет, не они ебали, не из Германии ебали, а другие нацисты ебали. А некоторые им помогали, смеялись, ходили, на психологию действовали, блядь, психологически. Нацисты в Германии одни, психологически.
Кто? Кой психологически?
Ну, те, кто помогают этим нацистам-то.
В Германии помогают?
Нет, Беларусь, Германия, блядь. Дурака там, включая, не здесь, блядь.
Я такой много.
Вот тоже, я тоже такой.
Ты все нацисты.
Я все понял, да.
Bilo koja slaba stvar, to nacistu radi. Stvarno.
Я тебя не понимаю. Stvarno?
Я тебе не stvarno.
Хуй его знает, что ты там говоришь.
Baš ćeš da me ubiješ uvijek. Baš.
Охуеть.
Čuj, ja te malo to objasnim.
Лучше не надо мне объяснять. То, что вам выгодно, мне похуй,
что вы не объясняли. Что понимаешь.
Я и не буду понимать, зачем оно мне надо. Хоть куриц, хоть петухи, блядь, мне похуй. Вот тут.
Ti si nacist. Ti si isti kao nacisti. Isti kurac si ti. Razlika među tebi i nacisti nema. Ti isti. Totalno isti.
Что иsti?
Isti kurac, isti idiote.
Куриц это ты, блядь, идиот самый натуральный, блядь, ебать.
Tebe su nacisti zjebali, a ti jebeš naciste. А я se tebi
А ты
smijem
им помогаешь,
и
да,
нацистima.
ты им помогаешь и психологически,
Как я помогаю?
психологически пытаешься воздействовать.
А
Вот
как?
это, хе-хе,
Как?
дурака с себя строить, хе-хе,
Как им я
хе-хе.
помогаю?
Ну вспомни, блядь.
Как?
Вот так, повспоминай, мозги есть?
Что?
У тебя мозги только
Куда
что
я?
помогать?
Куда я помогал?
Я говорю, повспоминай, что раньше было и что сейчас. Как ты раньше себя вел и как ты сейчас ведешь. Ха-ха, как настраивал этого же Людвига. Ты смейся, ты смейся. Помнишь, в каком я состоянии был и как ты настраивал Людвига, помогал? А? Поспоминай. Ах, да, недоказуемо.
Как
Я
вам
забыл.
настроение
Ах, да,
было?
я ж забыл, ты не понимаешь, и это ж недоказуемо. Точно. Ёлки-палки. Все, гудбай.
Как вам настроение было?
Гудбай, я не помню.
Чекай, как вам
Всё,
настроение было?
Гудбай, гудбай.
Настроение, чекай,
Гудбай,
настроение.
гудбай, мне не надо ваше настроение, гудбай.
Я сам люди, которые
Я
что
вообще тебя не
слабо,
знаю.
что?
Я вообще тебя первый раз вижу.
Чуй.
О чем ты говоришь? За что ты говоришь? Что ты говоришь? Я тебя не понимаю. Что ты говоришь? Вообще тебя не понимаю. И я такого не знаю. Среди своих там лохов и дураков поищите. И там исполняйте. Когда, блядь, начинает касаться либо закона, либо это, я еще там в России это видел. Начинают бежать и карточки отдавать, блядь, и все это самое. А то дурака и недоказуемо делают.
Окей.
Окей, а когда начнут разбираться, что в самом деле дети страдали и это, тогда, блядь,
Ты си
ой,
лудий.
мы не знали, ой,
Я,
мы не
я sam to
знали.
uradio.
Что?
Ja sam to uradio.
Я вообще тебя не
Dijete, da
я
dijete
не-
stradaju.
Я не пойму, за что ты говоришь.
Aha.
Ну,
Ti si čudan čovjek, ej.
Одни вы не чудные.
Знаешь что?
Не знаю, я не понимаю,
Не
что
хочешь
ты говоришь.
слушать, не
Я
понимаешь.
Не понимаю, да.
И
Да.
я се извиняvam, izvini me, stvarno. Ženska, znaš šta, ja ću jednu stvar ti kažem. Sjebali mi ženu.
Я тебя не понимаю.
Možeš da nađeš
Можешь
drugu,
мне не рассказывать.
možeš da nađeš
Да,
drugu,
можешь мне не рассказывать.
možeš da joj sjebeš i sam,
Можешь мне не рассказывать. Я
ili
не
možda
понимаю.
nešto slabo da joj
Я тебя не
uradiš.
понимаю.
To su ti tri alternative.
Я тебя не понимаю.
To je sve.
И все.
Okay?
Я не понимаю.
Трагедия
и
в
всё.
životu,
Ну да, а
драма.
что там такого? Использовали жену как хотели. Это трагедия. Да ничего страшного. Хуля, разве она первая?
нацисты.
Разве она первая? Все правильно.
А
Разве
все
она
это
первая?
нацисты.
Еще ж двое впереди было, блядь. Все правильно. Хули там? Все правильно.
ja ne kazam da je to
Svoje
pravilno.
Ну,
Ja se zajebavam, a ti sve ozbiljno uzmeš. Ja malo zajebancija, a ti odmah joj, to nacisti.
Я тебя не понимаю.
Ti mene
Ну пускай люди разберутся, а потом
Кантоны,
скажут, кто они в
кантоны.
самом деле, нацисты или нет, и кто им помогает. Кто после этого, когда если прямой эфир в самом деле до Путина дойдет, и он ФСБ и КГБ Беларуси начнут разбираться, вот тогда люди скажут, это нацисты в самом деле, или это все-таки братский дружеский народ. Вот все объективно и всесторонне, если проверят, что они творили, вот тогда и скажем результат. И кто им помогал после этого?
Putin.
И что будет?
Putin mi pomagal. To hoćeš reći, da im Putin pomagal. A? Ti ludi, ti si ludi. Stvarno ludi. Ti si ludi. Stvarno je. To što ti govoriš, to ludovi. Stvarno je. Daj se malo
Я тебя
saberi.
не понимаю, goodbye.
Tvoja logika je, razumeš, je.
Ага.
Ja.
Дурака потом будете включать. Давай, пока.
Ti sporit s bratom, ja nije. Ti mnogo ozbiljni i...
Да понятно, я плохой, вы хороший, я ж не спорю. Вы хороший,
Расслабиться,
я плохой.
расслабиться.
Расслабьтесь вы.
Бойся!
Расслабьтесь вы, ребята.
Бойся!
Я говорю, расслабьтесь.
Бойся!
Расслабьтесь вы.
Расслабиться!
Вы расслабьтесь, я же вам и говорю.
Расслабиться.
Точнее, вы уже расслабились, а теперь вы начинаете бояться. Вот. Правильнее, вы уже расслабились.
Šta je to žira? Znaš šta? Ti mene trebaš naučiti ruski. Okej? Spasibo.